Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is Sarah right here on Relaks Radio, and it's in fact the final few minutes of the show. But don't worry, because I'm here to share my thoughts and my opinions with you on these final few minutes, so I can make sure that when you start the day or when you're going about with your day, that you're always informed and updated about the very latest that happens all over the world. Okay, so now let's actually very quickly hit into our conversation. But before we do that, I want to very quickly remind you that you can in fact be a part of the show. All you need to do is just text or call me on 078-52-473-473. Share your thoughts, share your opinions. Let me know how you feel. But also don't forget to go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube as well. And don't forget to download that app either, because that's available completely for free on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And now let's actually head into our conversation, because we're going to be talking about the two sides of the coin. Now, earlier we were talking about, obviously, we were talking about how the NHS is in fact going to offer health checkups or heart health checkups of over 40s, so that could potentially save thousands of lives every year. All right. Now, this is actually, it's not something new. This happens in certain places in England, in the United Kingdom. However, now they're officially going to start doing this all over the country. All right. Now, high street pharmacies are actually going to start offering heart health checkups in a move that could actually save thousands of lives every year. Right. And this is because according to the NHS estimates, about 3,700 strokes and 2,500 heart attacks could be prevented as a result of the test, and about 2,000 lives could actually be saved over the next 5 years. All right. And the best way for you to actually go about and make sure that you save people's lives, you make sure that they're much safer and protected, is through this program. All right. So all you need to do, actually, or all these pharmacies are planning to do, is to offer heart health checkups, because that way they can actually make sure that people that people who could have potential heart diseases will be diagnosed fast, and they will have a quicker treatment as well. Okay. Now, this deal that is between this deal that is between the community pharmacy contractual framework and also between the NHS England, the Pharmaceutical Services Negotiating Committee, and the Department of Health and Social Care. All right. And basically, this deal includes an updated pharmacy quality scheme, which features requirements related to, patient safety and managing risks related to transmission of COVID-19. But also, it also includes training with regard to health inequalities and producing an action plan to actively promote COVID-19 vaccinations, particularly in Asian, Black, and minority ethnic and low uptake communities. All right. So this is essentially what it means. Now, while we're talking about how we're saving lives here, there's another group of people whose lives aren't really being saved, whose lives are perpetually at risk, because the police is in fact failing to impose restraining orders on men that have been accused of rape, domestic abuse, harassment, and stalking. All right. Now, basically, what happens when the police fail to impose restraining orders on such people is that you're constantly putting these women and girls at an increased risk of harm. Right. When you don't impose those restraining orders, you're making the victims feel like their stories aren't important. You're making the victims feel like they aren't heard. Right. And that's not something that we want, especially in this day and age, because it's 2021. We shouldn't even be having to deal with violence against women, because people are supposed to be evolved. People are supposed to, understand that everyone deserves a life, deserves to live their life free of violence, free of the threat of their lives, of the threat of death as well. Okay, but obviously that's not the case. And if we are to make, and through this we're also silencing victims, because we're making them feel like, oh, you know what, it doesn't matter if you come up and tell your story, chances are your story isn't probably even going to be heard. Right. So the right training, support, and guidance in leadership is also critical to make sure that the police actually start using these protective measures to help keep women and girls safe from harm. So it's very, very important to keep that in mind as well. However, now we're actually going to head into a small break, and after that we will be back to discuss more of this. So obviously, until then, make sure you stay tuned.
Are you looking to achieve the most relevant qualification to kickstart your career? Then reward yourself with the best globally recognized professional business qualification, CIMA. Irrespective of the field you aspire to succeed in, a CIMA qualification can add immense value to your resume and professional life. Succeed in your CIMA journey with supportive tuition provided by qualified lecturers and resources. Nanaska is the leading registered CIMA tuition provider in Sri Lanka, with over a decade in the industry and hundreds of success stories. With qualified and certified tutors, Nanaska now provides easy access 100% virtual classes so that you could succeed at your exams and in life right from the comfort of your home. At Nanaska, it's not just about a qualification. We help you think out of the box and build a personality. Exciting offers also await students overseas. Enroll now. Call +94 77 499 7338 or visit www.nanaska.com. Commence your CIMA journey at Nanaska and become a globally recognized leader. Nanaska, smile with results.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is your girl Sarah, and it's in fact the final few minutes of the show. But don't worry, because I'm here to make sure that even in this final few minutes, I keep you updated and informed about everything that is happening. All right. Now let's very quickly talk about, what is very important for today, which is if coronavirus is in fact on the rise again. Right now, cases in Scotland, where most pupils actually went back to school last week, have in fact risen dramatically, going up from 799 on on the 2nd of August to actually 3,190 on Sunday, which was 22nd of August. So within the 20-day time span, we've actually seen the number actually dramatically increase these past few days. And this is in fact very scary because as much as people are vaccinated, as much as, we believe that things are normal, things actually aren't, right? And the truth of the matter is we can't be adding an additional burden on the NHS to actually protect or rather to take care of not just COVID victims, COVID-19 patients, but also other patients as well, because obviously they have to take care of these other patients as well. Okay, now currently we're also seeing how deaths are averaging 104 a day, in the United Kingdom, and that's in fact really scary as well, because the last time we had these figures was in fact sometime in March, but right now we're having them every day, and it's definitely scary because schools are about to start next year. Children are going to go back to schools, and that is going to put not just these children but their families, their grandparents, their friends at risk as well. So it's obviously important to keep this in mind. However, it's time for me to also head out of here, but don't worry, because I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, same frequency, to keep you company all the way from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So until then, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day as well.